I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, though. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to Speak On It. Welcome to Speak On It. I'm welcome to Speak On It. Welcome to Speak On It. I'm welcome to Speak On It. Welcome to Speak On It. I'm welcome to speak. Welcome to speak. I'm 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 Who You With, Kurt, dog? Today. Oh, welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. I'm Who You With, Kurt, dog. Hopefully everybody had a great day today. Um, man, interesting Monday. That's what I'm gonna say. Interesting Monday. First of all, we want to show respect for Dr. King. Even what they fought for many years ago, we're still fighting for today. The injustice in America. Just a different day, having too much change. And here it is, we still having to fight for justice. Um, Want to also give a shout out to my great niece who turned 10-year-old today. Um, Talasia, happy birthday. I'm not gonna tell y'all the conversation we had, but she was like, well, I'll tell you a little bit. She was like, well, Unc, I asked her how did she feel about turning 10. She was like, it's okay, but I'm in double digits now. I'm like, well, just imagine if you make it a triple digit, how would you feel? She like, ooh, that's a long time. Exactly. That's a blessing to live that long. So hopefully you enjoy your day and got everything you wanted. So let's get this party started because there's a lot of foolishness still going on in the world. Trump is demanding to do something before he leave. So last night before we got off the show, Chaos out of Canada had gave us some news that just came out. Trump is planning on pardoning um, about 100 people tomorrow. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. Talk about Lil Wayne, Richard Barnett, and a guy with it, um, who is a local guy that is here locally. Yeah, we're going to talk about all of that tonight. So, with Trump, he's talking about um, pardoning 100 people tomorrow, up to 100. The numbers keep kind of fluctuating. They say between 50 to 100. Last night it came out it's going to be 100. So we don't know. With Trump, only thing we could do is just be patient because we don't know what he might do. And couple of reports said it's not going to include him and his family. Well, no charge has been brought up yet. So, uh, as one reporter said, you can't pardon yourself. That's the case. It'll be a lot of people that should be in jail, do crimes, and then don't turn around and pardon themselves. So that's going to be um, interesting on tomorrow when all this come out. Now, one name that actually came up that said it's gonna be one of the names that definitely came up was uh Little Wayne. Little Wayne, Little Wayne, Little Wayne. Now I know a couple of months ago when, well, guess it was September, October, when he took a picture with Trump. Welcome to the show, Radio Chaos. Um, when he took a picture with Trump, we was like, why is he up there taking a picture with Trump for? And I was like, I don't know, that's kind of strange. And talking about prison reform, and I'm like, what do you know about prison reform? But Little Wayne, you got to think. Um, he played that game. Um, of course, shortly after that, he was no charges came down on him, and now it's been said that um, Little Wayne is one of those that probably just gonna benefit from the pardon. That was reported by TMZ. They said most likely Little Wayne will be pardoned. So Little Wayne played that game. He played that game, but I'm like, man, that's a hell of a game to play. Which I seen where he was at the uh he was at the Packers game yesterday, and he did a song. I think he released it before, and I think he just came out with an album or something. But still, hey, if he did that to make sure he got pardoned, that's a great thing. So, um, welcome to the show. T Cal said, "Hey, Kirk, dog." Then she also said, um, "Happy birthday to your great niece. Much blessing and wishing her many more." Oh yeah. Um, Radio asked, "What did Lil Wayne get charged with?" He got charged because he was found with ammunition on his plane, and I think it was a allegedly a gun on there too, but it was unloaded. But he because he's a convicted felon, allegedly a convicted felon, he's not supposed to have uh weapons around him. So he did. So because of that, that's the reason why he got picked up. I guess it was in November or something. But hey, he played that game well. Welcome to the show. Tony Wilson is watching on Facebook. Welcome to the show. You can actually live chat with us during the show and be a part of the show. So that was kind of interesting. I'm not mad at Wayne because he played that game. He played it well. I didn't see that one coming, but then again, hey, uh, I guess people just kind of overlook it. So uh, I'm not gonna say he made a deal with the devil, but Trump is about closest to the devil we could get, allegedly. T Cal said, uh, I like what you did with your stream. I can see you better. You look great. You look a little smaller in 2021. I'm trying to get down to my Speedo size. Um, don't worry about that. That's the inside joke between me and my friends. They know what I mean. I'm slimming down, so I put this shirt on, and I'm like, man, I might need to tie it up. It's about to fall off of me. So, but that's a good thing. And so that's what Trump got going on. Of course, we can never be surprised with whatever Trump does. I asked the question last night. Do you think it's okay for Trump to pardon those terrorists? the domestic terrorists, because man, it's crazy how he's doing. And also, we need to pay attention to these cases, because some of them have been released on bail, which I feel like if you are a terrorist, you shouldn't be getting out no time soon. And especially since the reason why they doing it, because they're trying to overthrow the government, trying to prevent the incoming administration from being sworn in. But here it is, you letting these people out on bail, and that don't mean anything that they got arrested, but they out on bail, because they can do whatever they want to. They don't care if you have a monitor on them. They don't care about it at all. So yeah. Um oh yeah, that's what he's still guilty, but the thing is, he won't do no time in jail. And if he haven't been convicted, I don't know how it works, because I I've never been to jail. I almost went one time, but that's a whole nother story. Um, but I never been to jail, so I couldn't tell you exactly how it is. And but I can tell you this: if he's not convicted, he only been charged, and I guess if it's no conviction, it wouldn't go against him. But then again, we talking about Little Wayne, because here it is, multi-millionaire, um, and maybe almost a billionaire. I don't know, but the thing is, he wouldn't have that same issue that if I had a record, or if you have a record, he wouldn't have that same issue, because he's self-employed. Um, but if he going out to try to get a job somewhere, that's completely different. But that wouldn't happen. I would say he would just go in and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna buy this place," and move on. But they haven't released any names of the only people that of all the people that Trump's supposed to um um that's supposed to get pardoned. Uh oh wow. I need to check on this before I say it. I hope that's not true, because that seemed like um I'm gonna kind of read over this while we also talking. So with that being said, I think a lot of these people, um, a terrorist attack, I feel like they shouldn't get out. That's my personal opinion. Yeah, it is. It is. His ego is his it's in his how you used to keep money in your sock back in the days. That's where his ego is. It's way down there, deep down inside, where nobody can get next to it. Um, so what article is this from? Because I don't. Oh, this is a news station. Okay. Um, yeah, this is uh. So now they selling pardons. See, this wasn't part of the story. It just came out about an hour ago. Wealthy felons paying Utah Trump advisor tens of $1,000 seeking pardons. and former U.S. Attorney of Utah, Brent Tobin, a lobbyist who currently um, advised the president on pardons, have accepted tens of thousands of dollars to lobby Trump to pardon wealthy people such as an Arkansas lawmaker convicted of tax fraud and bribery, um, Dino Wise, a New York socialist convicted of fraud, Rose William Erdrich, the founder of former dark web drug marketplace Silk Road. So Tobin has already secured a pardon for Chris Kushner, the father of Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner. So he's selling pardons. What's going on, Marcellus? Welcome to the show. Um, Happy MLK Day to you. Glad to see you here. Yeah, so apparently Trump and his homeboys are trying to sell pardons. Oh, I could get them to do it, but it's gonna cost you thousands of dollars to make it happen. That seems like that's illegal to me. Now, this is this is allegedly, but out of Salt Lake City, Utah, they are the ones reporting it on it. Channel 2, KUTV. So if it's false, it came from them. It came out about an hour ago. That just tell you how low people will go. You do the crime, you do the time. Bottom line, make it happen. Do what you gotta do. Um, Man, Richard Burnett. Yeah, that okay. Y'all may not realize who he is. I'm gonna help you out a little bit. That's the guy that when he propped his feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk and wrote the letter and stole a piece of mail. And with him doing that, um, he was scheduled to get out of jail this coming Saturday, on a $5,000 bond for a terrorist act. I know people that go to jail, bond be higher than that for for a misdemeanor. So I'm like 5,000 on a terrorist act. Well, he they offered him a plea deal, and the judge blocked the release. He said no. What's going on, G Money? What's going on? I wanted to say what's up. Been busy, brother. Happy New Year's. Man, I feel you. I've been working on this system since 10:30 this morning, and I just got finished an hour ago. So trust me, I understand about being busy. Um, I'm glad you're able to come in and show your face. Glad to see you doing good, and hopefully, your new year is starting off right and you're staying safe. Um, yeah, so uh, Radio said that guy in Polk County with 230 felonies got out on bail before he murdered those three guys. Yeah, he never should have been out. He should have been in jail long time ago. 230 felony. I think he started getting them when he was between 12 to 14 years old or something. He started early, but yeah, he never should have been in there. Those three guys should still be alive today. That's why I say it's a difference. It's a difference. If stop showing special privilege to certain folks and hold them accountable for their action, That'll prevent a lot of things. That would prevent a lot of crimes from being happen, and that will keep people from continue to just beat the system. You do the time, let's do it. Uh, Let him stay in there. But the judge said on Richard, said, "Hey, this dude, he did what he did. How would he respond if he out on bail? He'll continue to do whatever he want to do because he felt like he was cheated because of the electoral uh, votes, and he felt like it's wrong and feel like he's right. So the judge said, "Fine, fine. You feel like you right and feel like it's wrong. We're gonna show you." Uh, Welcome to the show, Latonya Austin, out of North Carolina. Up and coming author, have a book out. Uh, she'll be coming on the show soon um, to actually display her book, to talk about it. So we need to hook up on that. Welcome to the show. Not sure why Facebook chat is not showing up on the on my monitor. It just so happened I looked down on my phone, but Facebook, I don't know, it'd be tripping sometime. But welcome to the show. You can also uh, chat live with us during the show and let us know your opinion. The question tonight, I said it last night. Do you feel like the terrorists should get released from jail on bond? Do you feel like Trump should? How would you feel about Trump pardoning these terrorists? Because tomorrow he's actually going to pardon 100 people, and as we know, he's going to hook his buddies up. One of them, Lil Wayne, um, which, hey, I'm like this. Lil Wayne is a smart guy. When it happened, I was like, why is he taking a picture with Trump? Now I understand. So it was a smart move, but it could have cost you a lot more. If you didn't put out good music, you'd be the artist that was. Um, so yeah, so with that, and then in Utah, they're selling pardons from Trump. So I guess he's trying to raise that money for that $1 billion he have coming up due. He trying to raise that $1 billion, and China want that money back. Why they going around talking about China Joe and all of this? But Trump is the one that owed China, Bank of China, $1 billion that is coming up due very soon. So that's going to be interesting. Um, Chaos said at least he put the evidence against him on video admitting what he did. Exactly. A lot of them have. A lot of them did. And now it's crazy. So that judge said, forget it. You're not getting out. He was scheduled to get out this Saturday on a $5,000 bond. And I'm glad he's keeping them in there. Now, see, these other ones that are getting ready to head to DC for their court hearing, they probably shaking in their boots right about now and hoping their name is on the list. I keep hearing them all say, we did it for Trump. He told us to do it. But the thing is, you got to be smarter than that. He tell you go jump off of a bridge. Are you going to do it? My mom used to tell me all the time, don't be a follower, be a leader. Um, um, didn't Trump also reinstate federal execution? Exactly, because he just committed a lot of them these past months. And They said he was going to have a record number amount that he was going to do before he got out of office, and I don't know if he got all of them. Hopefully he didn't, but I don't know if he did or didn't. But they said he's going to be the one that commit the most while he was in office, and that's what a lot of people forgot about with Trump. Trump actually said when he got into office, he said he wanted to go to war. And a lot of people just kind of played it off. But at the beginning, he kept trying to go to war with different countries. That's why he was doing certain things. Because here it is, the person that lied to keep from going to war want to go to war because he know he don't have to go. So we have one more day of this foolishness, and he's out of there. I'm telling you, between tomorrow and Wednesday, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be some interesting time going on, and there's no telling what might happen. Who nobody knows. Um, but I'm glad the judge did block um, Richard Barnett, and then man, this dude, I don't know, I don't know. Guy Reffitt, this is crazy. Um, really crazy. The guy threatened to shoot his kids if they told the FBI about the DC trip. He threatened to shoot his kids. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You threaten to kill your kids if they mention that you went to that DC trip. Who in their right mind is gonna make threats like that? I'm like, your kids, your seed. Yeah, that one is crazy. Um, you threaten to shoot your kids if they mention that you went to the Capitol. Exactly, and that happened. He's in Wiley, Texas, which is east of Dallas. So he's out near Rockwall, Texas, and but he was caught on video. He was caught on video. So said the FBI has arrested a Raleigh man who made who is accused of threatening to kill his own family members if they turned them in for participating in the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol. Guy Reffitt was arrested Saturday, and the FBI found two firearms in the house, which he allegedly took with him to Washington. He is charged with unlawful entry for being at the U.S. Capitol and obstruction of justice for threatening his family to prevent them from talking. According to criminal complaint, Griffin is a member of the extremist group and told his family he went to the Capitol to protect the country. The FBI complaint includes seven still photographs taken from videos and broadcast on Fox News that investigators said show Griffin outside the U.S. Capitol on January 6th, flashing his eyes with water while wearing a tactical vest and a black helmet. Investigators said they compared those photos with his Texas driving license photos to verify his identity. Yeah. Um, and then the data from his cell phone also confirmed he was at the Capitol when the mob uh, broke in. According to FBI complaint, Reffitt posted a comment on the website of Texas Freedom Force in October using the same cell phone number. Uh, so yeah, he's going to jail. The country need protection from him. Exactly. I'm trying to make sure they didn't let him out on bail. Um, because when people are that mentally challenged, um, that's not good. That's not good at all. Um, I'm trying to make sure he's not out on bail. They said on January 11th, he told his family member he had to erase everything because the FBI was watching him. He told his son if he crossed the line and reported him to police, he would have to do what he had to do. Are you threatening us? The son said, according to the complaint. Don't put words in my mouth, he answered. The son took his comment as a threat to kill him, the FBI said. Um, they said he also, um, Griffin also to threaten to put a bullet through his daughter's cell phone if she recorded him. Mm. His wife quoted him as saying, "If you turn me in, you're a traitor. And you know what happened to traitors. Traitors get shot." Agent said Riff admitted he went to the Capitol on January 6th, but claimed he did not go inside. It's funny how all of them say they didn't go inside, then videos and pictures show up with him on the inside. He was arrested on the 15th and charged with obstruction of justice for the threats made against his family on January 11th. Uh, I'm trying to see, because I'm looking at some pictures and, oh, that's the grapevine, man. Um, that was released on bail, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, this is crazy. He's the fourth person arrested in North Texas by the FBI in connection with the January 6th uprising. The other three named publicly are Jenny Ryan, Charles Monk, and Larry Brock. And it's going to be a lot more to come. It's going to be a lot more. Um, I know one person said, ask Trump for a pardon. That would that would be that would be the biggest mistake Trump ever made if he pardoned any of them. For the simple fact, you telling America you're gonna pee on them. You're peeing on American because for you to do this, that would be crazy if you pardon any of them. Um, so yeah, um, radio said cell phone were putting more people in jail than law enforcement. Mm, man, that's you just said a lot right there. Um, because people don't realize technology today, it might be good for a minute, but it can be your downfall. That's like uh, people, a lot of people do scams and stuff, but people would approach you in parking lot. Hey, I got this smart TV for sale, uh, or I have this PlayStation for sale or something. What I want with that for? I don't. I go to the store to get it because if something ain't right, I take it back. And but people don't realize that because of that, that will get you caught up. Um, that's kind of like I'm trying to remember her name. The one that allegedly have stole Nancy Pelosi um, website, not a website, her laptop, her Apple laptop, which everybody know. Apple got this little thing on your on their computers, their phones, track my device. So her and her dad went to that domestic terrorist. Her dad trying to separate himself said that they got separated and they met up later on, and she was kind of nervous. Well, her friend came out and said, um, "Oh, hold on, Elizabeth, welcome to the show." Um, she said, "I personally know Guy Reffitt. I went to school with his daughter and spent many days at their home. I can attest to this is 100% untrue." Okay. But he admitted to it. The media is painting him to be something he is the complete opposite of. Well, that may be your opinion of it. But since you know him, what I would ask you to do, my number is strolling across the stream. It's 972-591-3665. Have him to call in and give his side of it. Give his side of it. I would love for him to call in. And because like the law say, innocent until proven guilty. I would love for him to call in and let's have an open discussion about it. And he may be a great guy. A lot of the people that attack the Capitol probably are great people, but some of them allow people to lead them the wrong way. So, and I'm glad that you actually said that, Elizabeth. This is a show for everyone because the only thing we're going to talk about is truth. Now, if you have access of being able to contact him, give him my number, have him call me. We can have an open discussion right now. I'm okay with it because I would like to know his side of the story. If if we're only getting what the FBI is saying and what's in the news, this is an opportunity. He could call in and we could discuss it. I have no problem with that. So um so to answer your question, radio, um, they actually said that she have a friend that lives in Russia. She was gonna send it to them. They was gonna sell it to Russia intelligence department or somebody and do something. I I don't know, but that's what the story came out. They was gonna do that, but she's missing now. Nobody knows exactly where she's at. Um, and since they don't have any idea where she's at, they are looking for her. And they looking for her, and they're also um she said, I will see what I can do. I'm not sure how much he or the family will be willing to talk at this moment due to all the legal stuff going on, but I would definitely let the family know. Thank you for your openness. Yes, this is a platform for everybody. We don't care who you support. Only thing we ask that you come and be respectful on the show. That's all we ask. Nothing more, nothing less. If you respectful and do not bring conspiracy theory, um, be honest, open, and be respectful to anybody on the show or in the chat. And I'm all for it. So definitely, if he want to reach out to me, give him my number. Um, we can set up a show where he able to come on and talk about what happened. I'm okay with it. So that's I'm okay with it because one thing about it, uh, I'm willing to have discussion with anybody. That's the type of person I am, and I'm okay with it. To talk to anybody about anything that is going on, whatever is on their mind. But yeah, reach out to him. Or I know the story said his wife uh, allegedly said he, if she was a traitor, know what he have to do. And as for the kids, um, I'm not sure how old the kids are, if they're still in school or if they're older in college or what. But definitely, of course, if it's a child, they need to be of age, at least over 18 to be able to talk. But if the wife want to come on, I'm okay with it. I have no problem with it at all. But I think it's a sad situation because when I first read that headline where they said a man accused to threaten, accused, made threats to his family, to his kids, that if they told the FBI about Washington, I feel that was when I first seen it, I was like, okay, that's probably some fake stuff. But then I started seeing it that pop up quite a bit. And as it popped up more, I'm like, okay, hold on, let me look at this. And I realized it was from a local resident within the Dallas Fort Worth area. So I'm like, hold on, let me look into this because this going on in my backyard. We need to find out what's going on, which I know it been a lot of uh, eh, well, according to the FBI, so far, 4 arrests in North Texas, and I seen a video of I think her last name Adams or something, asking Trump to pardon her. So, with all that being said, yeah, it's not good. I hope it's not true, but hey, if he want to come on here and let his voice be heard, he could come on here and speak about it. And and s- let's have a discussion, open discussion. I know he may or may not be able to talk about it. If his attorney want to come on with him, we can make arrangement where they both can be on here, and we can definitely make it happen. And it won't be no judgment. Like I said, we're gonna have a dialogue. We'll have some question back and forward, and be respectful to each other. And that's all to it. So definitely set it up if you can, and I appreciate it. Um, yeah. So radio with um this young lady. I was looking for her name. From her post and comment, it does not appear that she had anything to do with this and experienced quite a bit of grief from the media. Okay. Um, I understand it's a trying time. Are you talking about his wife? Are you talking about his wife had nothing to do with it, with saying those things, or which part are you talking about? Um, because if she want to talk to me offline, I can make arrangement for we could do that also. Um, where we could talk one on one, just the two of us, um, no recordings or anything like that. I'm okay with that, but I just want to get the truth out, and the truth is the best way to be. I know a lot of people have came out and said they were surprised of the things they family members have done by going to Washington and attacking the Capitol. And I even heard one mother say she couldn't believe her child would do anything like that. That's the young lady who allegedly stole Nancy Pelosi um, laptop. Her mother said, "I'm surprised she did it. She know in the last couple of months, um, okay, uh, she said in the last couple of months, her daughter became obsessed with Trump, and that's I think a lot of people do. Okay, she did not say anything to the media or officers. She didn't turn him in. Now, according to what I read, I believe they said he admitted to it. And let me go back over it just to make sure. I don't know uh, how they found that about it, but they have dates of when it was allegedly said. And of course, I understand the wife. She's not going to be able to trust anyone because the thing is, if they come in and she talked to somebody who they feel is a friend, they may turn around and turn her story around. They may twist it around and make it look like he's a bad guy. But I don't know the guy. I see the pictures of him, and from what I can see, how they describe him, yeah, he's got on look like a bulletproof vest, um, a black helmet. It looked like he was ready to do some things. Um, but once again, one thing my mom always told me, excuse me, if you hanging out with the wrong crowd, hanging out with the wrong crowd, and they do something wrong, and you there with them, you just as guilty as them. You part of the problem. Um, Radio said it. It is too bad people are potentially throwing their lives away for Trump, someone they have never even met. Exactly, because the lives are being destroyed, families are being destroyed, because it's a domino effect. I don't know anything about um, Guy. Don't know anything about him. But what if he was the breadwinner for that family? His wife and kids depend on him to take care of them for whatever reason. Just saying, what if? But now, because of this legal issue that is going on, he could face, from what I've seen from other people that been charged, up to 10 plus years in prison. So now, because of a decision that you made, your family is going to suffer too. That's why I tell people you gotta think before you react to things. You just cannot go out and do the first thing you want to do. That's why I say everybody shouldn't carry a gun. Mentally, a lot of people is not stable enough to carry one. For the simple fact, someone cut you off, flip you off, you get upset because somebody drive fast, cut you off real quick, and then the first thing you want to do is grab that pistol. But what you gotta realize, you grab that pistol, you can fire that gun. Once you pull that trigger, there's no way you can stop that bullet. But then also, you need to be concerned about the fact, what if somebody see you with the gun and think you finna do something to them, and they pull their gun and shoot you? So it's consequences. Your actions will always give a reaction. Something is gonna fall down somewhere. Um, I'm sure it's a lot of people that was there. I've seen some of the stories that came out. We only hit on a couple of them because if I try to cover all of them, we'll be here for a week nonstop. So when people do these things, they don't think about, if I do this, what's going to happen next. And that's not good. That's not good. So Elizabeth, I appreciate you for reaching out and giving us that information. And if his wife, my email and my phone number is strolling across the stream. Um, if she want to reach out, she can send me an email. We could talk. When I'm off air, we could talk. And the thing is, because of his affiliations with this particular group that they said he's part of, Texas Freedom Force, um, his affiliation with them. Once you get involved with a group like that, it's kind of like you putting a target on your back. Kind of like me. I'm a black man. I have a target on my back just because I'm a black man. I've been um, racial profile before. I've had all these things to happen. Welcome to the show. Yolanda Bush is listening on Facebook. You can live chat with us in the chat room. Um, but I've been racial profile before, all because of the color of my skin. A lot of people get targeted all the time just because of the color of the skin, the sexuality, um, and also um, just because somebody don't like the way you look, you could get the profile because of that, and that's wrong. Here it is today, January 18th, 2021. Like I said when I started the show, yeah, today's supposed to be a day to celebrate Dr. King's life. The same thing they fought for back then, We're still fighting for it today. Just like here in Texas, before I came on the air and I didn't get a chance to watch it, but shout out to Smash the Topic. He's always in those streets. He bring the news that most media don't want to talk about, just like myself. But he did an interview with a young lady where one of her neighbors passing by calling her the N word, black bees, and all this stuff. 2021. And he seen the guy when he got ready to leave. And he stopped, talked with the guy, and the guy said, I wasn't calling her that, but it was caught on camera. It was caught on camera. He said, I wasn't calling her that. I was singing a song while you passing by this woman's house, calling her his slave in 2021. But here's the problem. When he was challenged by another man, confronted, I won't say challenged, confronted by another man, he decided to back down. He want to apologize now. How about respecting that black queen in the first place? Instead of doing things like this, passing by a house and calling her all a name, using racist slurs, and instead of doing stuff like that, why don't you try to be a great neighbor? Go over and speak to her. You want to vandalize her house. But as soon as you see a man to come talk to you like a man, now you want to apologize to her. So that's a problem within itself. You're not no man. You're not one. Because if you felt that way, and when a man came to talk to you about it, you would have had the same attitude. But because this black queen, whatever she done, she have her own house, have her own car, and you pissed off because she living in your neighborhood. Like she don't deserve to live there. See, that's the great thing about America. Yeah, time have changed. We could live wherever we want to. But at the same time, you want to do stuff like this, you're not a man. No, you're not one. You want to challenge a woman, but you can't stand up to a man. You want to apologize. Where I'm from, they call that a, I'm not going to say that, call that a little childish move, a garden tool move. So, yeah, if you want to be a man, you never should have did it. But when you was confronted about it, now you want to go and apologize to her. You want to apologize because you got a man asked you a question about it. That's kind of like growing up. When we was growing up, we used to get a stick or a rock or something put on our shoulder, be like, you bad, knock it off. You wasn't bad enough to approach that man. He just came and asked you about it. You immediately start talking about um, and you immediately start talking about you want to apologize. N- No, I don't. I don't. I'm not sure if she's married. I don't know for sure. But we have a guy that actually do a lot of great things in the community. A lot of these stories that um, he's the news before the news, because here locally, if something is going on, people call him. They will call him first. Him and his team will go out there and report live on on the incident, mainly before mainstream media get there. So he broadcasts live on Facebook when he's out on the scene, and he's well known here in the Dallas area. Smash the topic. Um, the brother do a lot of great work. I appreciate him because what he do, he have a calling for. He have a calling for it. So he go out there. People call him, tell him what's going on. He show up. When all the protests was going on in Dallas, he was right out there on the front line with him. So yeah, the brother's doing what he have to do. He always, if something is going on in Dallas, he knows about it. He's on the scene. One of his members on the team is out there. But he just so happened and just got finished interviewing the young lady. And after he interviewed her, because he interviewed her on Facebook Live, after he interviewed her, he was getting ready to leave, and he seen the guy. The guy came outside then. So he just asked the question, "Hey man, what's going on?" And the guy wanted to start apologizing for something he did not do. That's the key. He said he didn't do all those things. He said, "Man, you on video. You on video of doing these things." Well, I wasn't saying it to her. I was just singing a song. As you walk up and down the street, passing your neighbor house, you just singing a song. That's all you doing, singing a song, a racial song, calling her your black bee, uh, the N word, calling her your slave. Yeah. But then once again, when you ask about it by a man, you want to apologize. First, you lied and said you didn't do it. Then you want to apologize. So, yeah, he ain't a man. He's not a man at all. He a low garden tool. Um, so yeah, so that's what's on my mind for tonight. So um the next 2 days is gonna be very interesting. I it may be some long nights coming toward us because I know where the threats are still being made, but I will tell people, like I say all the time, please pay attention to your surrounding. The threats been made about kids being kidnapped. Pay attention to your surrounding because you don't know the mindset of people. You don't know what someone may try to do or thinking about doing. And definitely, if you see something, say something. And I go to the point of even saying, If you see suspicious package just laying around somewhere, call and report it. Report it. People are crazy. Um, I said before, it's a distraction. It's a distraction. Radio said, I don't think they would attack the Capitol again. There'd be a suicide mission if they tried to. Said that place is on lockdown. Yes, it is. Now, also, after we got off the air last night, and I said this last night, I said, look, the biggest threat right now, because some active military personnel was part of that attack at Capitol Hill, and we don't know who's out there that's supposed to be protecting everything that is going on. And they said last night that the FBI is making sure they don't have nobody doing on the inside that's trying to do something. As for military personnel or whoever. So yes, this is a serious threat. Like Alex Jones said, Biden will not be sworn in. We can by no means necessary, or whatever he said at that speech. And I said then, that sound like to me they threaten the president life, the incoming president life. So yeah, it's a problem. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And he's out on bail. Just like um, the active, I think she was a I forgot what her position is. I want to say she's in Fort Bragg's, and she actually took a busload of people to the Capitol to participate. Now she claimed they didn't do anything wrong, but the military is investigating it because she's an active soldier. I think she's um, a physical therapist or something within the military. But yeah, she's but she's still active at a military base. But once again, we have our National Guards there. We have military there. Yeah, they look like they all okay now. But we don't know what might happen. We don't know who doing what. That's just like last night. Videos came out last night where they were saying that um, a lot of some of the videos inside of the Capitol, some lady she was had a bullhorn coming through the window saying, "Oh, you need to go down the stairs to the left, and it's right there," or whatever she was telling them. Then somebody inside of it was telling them the same thing, just like Ted Cruz had to come out and make another statement, or his assistant made a statement, because in that video they talked about um they was looking at some notes and they mentioned his name, and then one of the persons said, well, I don't think he would want us to do that, just leave it. They was trying to they was taking pictures of certain documents and trying to take them out of there. So To be honest with you, our government system is compromised. It's compromised because of this domestic terrorist act. And here it is. People are okay with it. People are okay. That's gonna be that's gonna go on for some time. Hate to say it, but it will. It's not good for no one. Um, and for the ones that took place with it, it's not good. Eventually, you're gonna get caught. Right now, you may be thinking, "Oh, I got away with it. I'm okay with it." That don't mean anything. You may think you got away with it, but like the FBI said on Friday here in Dallas, they have over 100,000 videos and pictures they are going through. They're going to catch you eventually. It may take them a couple of months, but it's not going to be good. Polls show 45% of Republicans didn't think there was anything wrong with storming the Capitol. And that's a problem within itself because any elected official that is representing your state, your city, or whatever, if they didn't see a problem with that, they are part of the problem. That's why we would need to vote them out. We need to vote them out for the simple fact they're not looking out for your well-being. I've said all along, even before this happened. It took them almost a year to give a stimulus check. And when it come down to it, what? What they gave $600, which average out $1.64 a day. Hell, you can't even buy you a burger for $1.64 no more. But here it is, $600. Now just imagine if it's a family of four. Yeah, of course they got more, but $1.64 a person, that's not much. That's not gonna go too far. That's that old saying, you gotta make a decision between eating, paying your bills, your medication. That was that was like, oh well, I'm doing it and y'all need to do better. But it's a lot of people because they have underlying health condition where they cannot work. Then you want to pay them $1.64 a day. Um, if someone told you 10 years ago that stuff with Trump and attempt coup was going to happen, nobody wouldn't think this was possible. Yeah, yeah. With Trump, you don't know what to expect. I'm telling y'all, tomorrow gonna be very interesting because I'm wondering what names gonna be on that list. I'm wondering what time you're gonna put it out because it's crazy. And if he um, get the people off that I actually mentioned earlier, That would tell you that they basically bought pardons. Trump trying to come up with that $1 billion he have to pay, and unfortunately, this is this is not good for no one. It may seem good for some people, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be good for no one because everything that you're destroying, everything you're trying to do, at some point, we all going to have to pay for that. So when they go and raise taxes up to cover the costs of those things, you know why. Then we'll have people complaining about that. So, yeah, it's not good for no one, unfortunately. We in some times right now that is scary. It's scary for a lot of us. Um, People feel like they're in control. They can be all bad and making threats. At the end of the day, is it all worth it? Was it worth it? For all those people that went to the Capitol, but if you was inside or outside, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Because the thing is, I don't see it's worth it. I know a lot of them now are really realizing it wasn't worth it because now that their lives have changed, it wasn't worth it. It seemed like a great idea at the time, but now that you're facing reality, being embarrassed because now your picture is all over the news, all over social media. You have people like myself talking about you and talking about you, but was it worth it though? This fame that you're getting, I don't know if it was worth it. I would say it's not because the same person that you follow, he probably sitting back laughing, talking about these folks, it wasn't worth it. He laughing, talking about look at all these fools follow me, did exactly what I said. And I listened to that speech several times today. And Trump said, we gonna walk down to the Capitol together. We gonna walk down to the Capitol together. After Trump gave that speech, I didn't see him nor Juliana nowhere. Matter of fact, Juliana said he wasn't going to represent him in the impeachment trial. Said it's a conflict of interest because he may have to testify. So yeah, was it worth it? Listening Graham now want to vote in the Senate to dismiss the impeachment charge against Trump. Yeah. What why? Why do you want to dismiss the charge? I'm telling you, I hope people are taking notes. The people that are representing you in Congress, the Senate, take notes. If they okay with this, vote them out. Vote them out. That's why it's so important for us to vote. Vote them out. Let your voice be heard. Don't sit back and let them just go and say and do what they want to do. No, vote them out. Be like, hey, you didn't do your job. Since you didn't do your job, I'm gonna do my job. And I'm gonna get rid of you. Yeah, a lot of them just got reelected, but they need to focus on them. If I'm not mistaken, I forgot where this young lady was from. Um, she was just sworn in right before the terrorist attack, um, the Sunday before. However, it came out that she resigned. So that state is gonna have to hold a special election, or I don't know if they can just automatically put someone in there for now, but they're gonna have to hold a special election to get that seat filled. Uh, oh, he's gotta go. He gotta go. When his time come up, man, if I'm up in here, he gotta go. He gotta go. And and one thing about it, Elizabeth, I don't know if you're still listening, but if anybody had anything to do with what happened on January the 6th, and you want to come on here and talk about it, reach out to me. The only thing I ask you, be respectful, and also come with facts. No conspiracy theory. Come with facts. But if you start to be disrespectful, I'm gonna terminate the video. Be like, nope, not gonna do it. Welcome, SAL. First time in for the new year. Hardest working woman in the trucking industry. Uh, welcome to the show. Glad to see that you are in the house. Hopefully, you and your family staying safe out of Florida. That's what I'm talking about. Man, all these places I want to go right now, but I can't go. So, definitely welcome to the house. Welcome back to this season. Um, oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't talked to him. Maybe I'll send him an email because he did send me an email one time. Send him an email and ask him how is he doing. Tell him Happy New Year's that you make it to the capital. So I don't know. I check and see if I can see if his name on that list. I'm surprised he haven't showed up because um, I'm definitely surprised he haven't. But hey, everybody is welcome here. But I know last night I said I was gonna start the artist section today, but due to the fact that I was trying to get the system back up, I have it running now because we shouldn't have that problem we had with Miss Risky on Thursday. I did, but I unblocked him. I said, you know what? I'm gonna see what he do this year. I did unblock him, so but if he come back in and act a fool, he gotta go. That'll be permanent. So I thought maybe he'll learn his lesson. So he's probably listening, just using a different name or something, but we shall see. Um, but definitely, um, next week we got an artist lined up for next week. On Mondays, I'm going to whatever form of art that you do. Um, I would like to highlight it. I would try to do one every Monday. What if it's rap, sing, act, um, good at painting, taking pictures, whatever it may be. Hey, holler at me. If you want to get in rotation, we can. Matter of fact, I have matter of fact, I'm gonna try to set it up for tomorrow. I need to get with them and see. But it's a couple of young ladies I had on the show uh, back in April, I believe it was. Right after I got started doing this show. I started last March and had a couple of young ladies come on the show. They do independent films. So, and they have some great things coming up the first of the year that we're going to bring them on for they can talk about it and see if we can support them because they are putting out some good work. And what's amazing about it, I said it last time when they came on. Hey, with what y'all are doing, you could barely tell it was done independently, and the editing and everything that you put into it, it actually looked like you spent millions of dollars on these films, but it wasn't. Um, so they may actually be listening. If so, I'm going to reach out to them tomorrow and see if they're available tomorrow to go ahead and get them on. No, excuse me. I would have had them on sooner, but I have to get them on before the first of the month because they have some great things coming on. So we'll definitely make that arrangement, go ahead and get it scheduled and go from there. But uh, tomorrow night, if they not able to come on, we'll keep on talking about this pardon that's going on. And Miss Elizabeth, if you reach out to Guy or his wife, if they want to come on together separately, or if Guy want to come on with his attorney, they can send me an email, who you with kurtdog at mail.com, or give me a phone call, 972-591-3665. If it comes from a block number, I won't answer, but have them to leave a message. Leave a message, and I know it's them. But other than that, hey, they more than welcome to come on. Let him speak his voice, as long as you respectful and honest. Um, because I know people gonna ask questions, which they have rights to, and but one thing about it, we will be respectful about it. So if you can arrange that, I really appreciate it. You can send me a message or share this video with them. Share this video, and if they want to reach out, that's cool. This it's an open platform. We can definitely do it. Other than that, it's been a great show tonight. Hopefully, y'all are staying safe because last night, now this was last night that came out. The state of Texas, as of last night, only have 76 hospital beds in the state of Texas for COVID. 76. I'm not talking about in Dallas County, talking about in the state of Texas, 76. And I think they said we're averaging like, I think it's something like 300 deaths a day or something. It's some crazy numbers. Basically, be safe. Be safe. Because what's going on now, we have to be careful. And I didn't get a chance to hit on it, but I'm gonna hit on it tomorrow. We're down in Houston over the weekend, a club down there that been cited for violation of having too many people in it. They got shut down. I believe I seen one post. I believe it was allegedly lit by wine. Something was performing there or something, but they shut them down. And they talked about how uh, people came all the way from New Orleans, as far as New Orleans, for that show. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. We're still in a pandemic. And as long as we continue to act like nothing is going on, it's going to continue to get worse. Even here in Dallas, that new strain of the COVID, I think they said last night a 20 something year old man who haven't traveled had been diagnosed with that new strain. So please, people, we need to slow down, because this pandemic have not slowed down and it haven't gone nowhere. As long as we continue to act like it don't exist, we're going to continue to have these issues. I have a good friend now, been suffering with COVID-19. I send them a message every day. And when I sent them one earlier, they said, I know I'm dehydrated. I'm reaching out to the doctor to see if I need to go to the hospital and get an IV, because they haven't had anything to eat. They haven't been able to hold anything down. Still had a fever. I cannot go and take them to the hospital. They have COVID. But at the same time, the doctor was sending a paramedic there. People, this is not a game. This is real. This is real. You want to go and hang out like it's nothing? Why don't you talk to someone who lost a loved one, or talk to somebody who have had COVID? Come on, people. We have to do better. As long as we continue to do stuff like this, it's going to continue to get worse. And then people complain, well, they trying to make us wear masks, but damn, you should. If that's going to save your life, save your family life, why not wear a mask? Then people go back knowing they've been out doing things, knowing they've been tested and waiting for their results, and they going out hanging out with folks like it ain't nothing. I've seen many incidents just here in the Metroplex. Parents sending their students to school, their kids to school, knowing they've been around someone that is affected, and they still waiting on test results. They send them to the school, then test results come back. You got to shut the whole school down. Teachers going out, girls' night out, fella nights out, whatever it may be. And you turn around and go to work next morning like it ain't nothing. And you get a you go get tested, you positive. But you knew you've been hanging out. We got to get smarter than that. Have to be smarter than that. So that's all I'm asking. Y'all be safe out there. Until tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time. I love each and every one of you. Until then, peace.